Hey everyone! Today, I've got a story full of unexpected twists and tension that you won't want to miss. Hùng has just run into the current owner of his old house, but things aren't as simple as they seem. The owner proposes a secret deal that Hùng never saw coming, and now he's faced with a tough decision. Can he get his house back? Or will he have to deal with dangers he never imagined? What's really hidden behind this meeting? All will be revealed in this intense story. Don't miss out. Hit like and subscribe to stay tuned for more exciting videos in this journey. Hùng was sitting on the porch of Hoai Ca's house, his face deep in thought. His mind was heavy, reflecting on the struggles he had been through and what was left of the past. Suddenly, his phone buzzed. It was Man, his cousin, calling with an important update. "Is that Man calling you?" Hoai Ca glanced at Hùng, sensing that something wasn't right. Hùng picked up the phone and immediately heard Man speaking quickly. "Hey, the current owner of the old house bought it. They didn't just rent it. They bought it outright from your mom, probably through a loan or something. I saw them there. Do you want to meet them and find out more?" Man's words shocked Hùng. He never expected things to go this far. His hope of getting the house back suddenly seemed so distant. He sat in silence for a moment, his mind spinning with thoughts. Hoai Ca sat next to him, waiting for him to speak. Hùng put the phone down, his eyes filled with worry and resolve. He sat still for a while, his gaze still fixed on the phone that had gone silent, as though searching for a way to solve this. He took a deep breath and turned to Hoai Ca, his voice low and full of emotion. "Hoai Ca, I know we don't have much time. That house, it's not just a place to live. It's where I grew up, where we could start fresh with love and hope. I can't just let it slip away like that." Hoai Ca looked at him, her eyes softening. She understood how much the house meant to him, and she knew that for Hùng, this wasn't just about property or a place to stay. It was about a piece of his past, the memories he once had. She gently spoke. "If you've made up your mind, I'll always be by your side, no matter how tough it gets. I believe we can make it through." Hùng remained silent, his eyes burning with determination. "I just want to give you and Tony a better life. I want you to live in a home full of love, where you don't have to worry about the future. I can't let myself lose this fight." Hoai Ca placed her hand over his, feeling the weight in his heart. "I understand, Hùng, and I believe in you. You'll make it. We'll rebuild from what's been lost, from the struggles, and we'll overcome it all." A faint smile appeared on Hung's lips, subtle but full of hope. He could feel the warmth and encouragement from Hoai Ca, and that was the strongest source of strength, making him refuse to give up. "Thank you," he whispered. "Thank you for always being by my side, no matter what happens." Hùng nodded and held her hand tightly. He knew that even though the road ahead was full of challenges, as long as she was by his side, he would never give up. Hùng walked into Man's house with heavy steps, his mind in turmoil. He couldn't calm down. Man led him through narrow alleys, and there it was, the old house Hùng once called home, still standing as a memory that would never fade. The house where he had so many memories with his family now belonged to someone else. Even though he had known the new owner had bought it Standing before that door now, Hùng felt a sharp pain in his chest. Man led him inside, where the new owner was waiting. The atmosphere in the room felt thick, charged with both anticipation and tension. Hùng walked in cautiously, his eyes showing his confusion and inner turmoil. Man silently stepped outside, leaving Hùng alone with the new owner, sitting down across from her. Hùng didn't know where to start. He could feel that this was a major turning point, an opportunity that, if missed, would mean he could never get back what he had lost. All the memories of the house, the happy moments spent with his family, flooded his mind. It had been so long since he'd had the chance to return, and now standing before the house, it felt like all the memories, the sadness, and the hope came rushing back. The new owner offered him a drink, breaking the heavy silence. She asked him what he wanted, and Hùng, though anxious, managed to stay calm. He began by saying he wanted to know more about the house, explaining that it used to belong to his family. The new owner replied confidently, saying the house had been sold to her and all the papers and documents were in order. Hùng felt a pang of disappointment, but he didn't give up. He asked if there was any chance she would sell it back to him if he could come up with the money. Her response made Hung's heart tighten. She said it was a big decision, and she would need to discuss it with her family. However, she didn't seem completely opposed to the idea, and even promised she would try to make it work if he could come up with the money. She also mentioned that she understood Hung's situation and would do whatever she could to help. Still, Hùng wasn't comforted. The house he had loved, the one he had worked so hard to build, was now in someone else's hands. But Hùng knew that if he didn't try, he would never have the chance to get it back. He felt as if the weight of the world was on his shoulders, and the only way to find peace again was to get the house back. The new owner continued telling Hùng about her situation, her work in the area, and her other home in the city. Hùng listened, but his mind was still focused on the house. He knew this wasn't just a financial issue. It was a battle of persistence and determination. If he wanted that house back, he would have to fight for it with everything he had. Eventually, Hùng stood up, thanked the new owner for meeting with him, and promised to return once he had enough money. Before leaving, he reminded her of his desire to buy back the house and hoped she would discuss it further with her family. The new owner nodded, leaving the decision open, saying she would talk more with her family. As Hùng stepped outside, Man was waiting for him in the yard. After saying goodbye to the new owner, Hùng looked at Man, his eyes full of concern. He thanked Man for helping him set up the meeting, but he still felt uneasy. He knew he had to prepare carefully to buy the house back, but would he have enough time and resources to do so? Man looked at him, a hint of worry in his eyes, but said nothing more. They both left in silence, but Hùng knew the journey to get the house back had only just begun. Every step he took from here on out would be more important than ever.
Ba người, Hùng, Hà và bà Bảy, dường như không có thời gian để lãng phí. Họ không cho phép mình dừng lại. Họ lên đường đến khu dân làng với hy vọng tìm được sự giúp đỡ từ những người dân thân thiện nơi đây. Mỗi ngôi nhà họ ghé qua để mang đến một hy vọng mới. Từng người dân trong làng, dù bận rộn hay mệt mỏi, đều không ngần ngại mà tiếp nhận lời cầu xin này. Mỗi bước đi của họ từ ngôi nhà này đến ngôi nhà khác đều là những nỗ lực không ngừng câu hỏi lớn nhất trong lòng họ lúc này là liệu Hoài Ca có thể quay trở lại như cô